Night of Backlash, it was a really good show tonight. So, if you want to subscribe of any channel you want to subscribe to, so you get one membership, you want to subscribe in your channel. So you get one membership, and my screen is below on my screen. You get two separate ways, so you can check out my second channel, we call All Elite Reviews. It's Tony Hunt. You can check that out. My second channel, you can check this out on the second channel. So, it was a really good show tonight, a Backlash. So, let's go to a final live right here tonight. So I got a United States Championship. We all along. We got full four-way match. We got Second Part 2. We take on Drew McIntyre. We take on Aaron Knight versus Jimmy Priest. After was Backlash was opened with a United States Championship match. After was forcing Second Part 2, Jimmy Priest and Drew McIntyre and Aaron Knight. So, I was after a brief standoff, every night, when after Second Part 2. So, I was involved to McIntyre and Priest pulled up and took the fight outside the ring. After when every night and Jimmy Priest totally worked together against Second Part 2. After but it lasted all of 30 seconds, and it was before. As went through, McIntyre started taking out 81 each. A Capello had a chance to dominate. I just said over a 3 for the beef period, so it never felt like anyone was a clear favorite. I just said a quote that gave them a "this is awesome" scent. I just right before the second part just started taking anyone out with some high risk offense. After he was definitely a top star of this match, I just spoke into the crowd of your eyes. After this match had a lot of energy, and all four guys had a chance to look like $1,000,000. I just said the crowd was having a ball of it seemed like everyone was working together, but some months in, it wasn't much. I also have allowed them to build some great chemistry. After Jimmy Priest and Drew McIntyre and fought into the crowd and ended up going through a couple of tables. After a mere assault of production agreement when it looked like after every night we put Second Part 2 through so announcer's table and so the cover stood up and it pulled him off to the table. After Steve Cobb saw his big debut every night by tagging him from the crowd, Part 2 looked was confused when he was inside what happened. After but he took advantage of the stress and finished off the Monkey Star to get to the win. After this was a faster opening bout. After we got tons of fun asses in a big debut, something by Part 2 realizes just could cause more problems than it itself. And the winner of this match, Second Fight 2. So that was an 81 took a good time with the entrance music. I just set a match, then it gets started into almost 50 minutes. I took into the show, but some of that time was taken out by a national anthem. Benjamin every night had a nice win pace at the beginning of the match. Benjamin Jimmy Priest hit a nice hurricane from the top rope into Sega 5-2. A few moments with anyone hitting the finisher in its crosses was great. In next match, we got Women's Intercontinental Champion Lafakia goes one-on-one against Becky Lynch. After a women's IC title bout was up next, Becky Lynch was out forced to battle her a former friend Lafakia. After both women with all the business has state made their way to the ring. Anderson and Mill scored the fourth wheel takedown, was turning her opponent, but Anderson let Lyle get to her till the feet was up, and so they could score up again. Anderson and Sam took her down into a submission hold, and that tide was up all the four of her lamps. I mean, also these superstars were not holding back. Bacon was engine up with some cover her bloody lines on her elbow, but no slow down. I mean, they were making sure just about felt completely. Unless it's different from their pursuit for the NXT title, Sparky says Becky Lynch was a muscle hair torn this time around. After bedtime, Banks spent a long time in the 12 before Lyle began to make a comeback. After a crowd bought into enjoying sense, but the people thinking was the assembly with such a bit loud. After away this method was a stressor out, and peace allowed them to showcase their wrestling ability. That was while also turning a story into the ring. It was hard to think of anything they could have. So I was added or done to make this battle and making this glue for the alcohol finisher failed to win the match. After Sochi grabbed a seal and while the referee got rid of it and making us remove a televocal cover and just leave, just the referee bring the strategy when Lyle should have had to the match and won. Andrew with Lyle Fucker was ended up winning after returning a pan. After Becky Lynch attacked her and put her in, so it just almost as soon as the match was over. I just feud was Cody instant all the ending may have been a little overbooked. I just thought with some, but as a whole, this was a match. And the winner of this match, the Fire. I think it was hard not to laugh at the Fire was walking with her Bill wings extended the whole time. I just think made her entrance and a lot of is hitting submissive knees. A name is good move. Agency should win of masses with it sometimes to make it seem dangerous. I did food time with food things look as good as probably a story lights of simplex. And 2 week Becky Lynch marked the pocket of Francis into the front row. After Ryan Pocket was holding her nose, and after the match with Margaret Cole said it might be broken. So we got medical staff with second on hold. In next match, we got men's intercar championship. We all online. We got Dominic Mysterio goes 1-on-1 against Penta. After we went from the women's IC title to the men's, has Penta made his way to the ring to the Sun's Jody Dom. I for the belt the rest of the 7th day came out with Dom but didn't go all the way to the ring with him. After Dominic Mysterio was able to get the open hand for a moment, but Penta from his sponsors allowed him to create taunts at the tables. I was it for him, all of the sponsors in, so award won't help. Argument your opponent lose a dirty tax. Jody don't look like a was tougher competitor and just about and just he ever has before working with Penta has forced him to dig deep and bring out in his best. I think it has led to him doing some of the best in working in ring work. I think these guys have developed a lot of chemistry after working together. I think a few times over the past months. I think indeed news it to give us still the best to the date, and so the fact this might be the best single match for Mysterio has had in his WWE long career. I think he looked more confident in his body than ever before. I think he was able to keep up with one of the best of listeners in the game today. After when Khalil tried to distract the referee, so I saw Finn Balor at a barricade and Senior McDonough might could hit him. And I saw referee it took a look at Finn Balor and Finn Balor was shot and the referee took them out before. So obviously could missing, but the referee saw it Sergeant Dam from the ringside area. So after we saw a Camille stood up and hit Penta with a headbutt while the referee was doing with assessment day. After the opponents allowed Dom to hit a false blast for the pin into the land. In the middle of this match, Dominic Mysterio. I just said a quote has taken to Penta, quote, a bit, after he seems to love to extradite with fans, also a way to set a ring he never was and takes his time to acknowledge of kids into the crowd of young Hogil and homage of Pentacles. After when Dom hit a nice hurricane early was already into the match. In next match, they got Gonjo goes one-on-one against Pat McAfee. After the punishment match of the night, after we saw Pat McAfee step out from behind the announced guest to undefeat the honor of himself and Michael Cole against Gonjo. After the ring, Garcia seemed too happy to toy with Pat McAfee at first. They locked up and he serves a formal NFL top star to the color. After on their next lockup, he whipped Pat McAfee to the mat in a headlock. So was it every time the announcer tied to Magic a little offense when Gonjo would sweat him away and put him down. After when McAfee tried to hit some shots in the ring Garcia let him hit a few before. So also he leveled him with one big hit. Also even a running kick from a Poncho and Gonjo more than hit for him. This was never going to be a competitive fight. But they did a good job spacing out the spot so the match was lasting longer than a few minutes. Made McAfee managed to string a few moves together. But he was shocked when he going to kick out at one and then we stood up. When Michael Cole pleaded with going to end the match several times. Obviously, as he lost his silencer, he got was when McAfee refused to tap out, so going to put Cole into the ring and dare him to take a shot at him. After this match was for more competent than it needed to be, but they did a good job making it an entertaining story. So I would say even if it didn't always make sense, they kept trying to make it seem like Benjamin McAfee had a sense, but we all knew it was. I was acting against the ending for all it was worth. Benjamin McAfee finally passed out in a super hold to give Gonjo the win as a wrestling match. And this was a possible and entertaining story, and this was a lot of fun. I was amazing to make Gonjo look just without making Pat look like a sump. And the winner of this match is Gonjo. After Pat McAfee went for a more of a street clothes look than a wrestling deal. After you could tell Gonjo was trying not to laugh at points in the match. After McAfee trapped when he tried to stomp over a top rope, but he received Will. Monaco trying to help McAfee win, only for Gonjo to kick out was a funny moment. Despite Gonjo so Pat McAfee a little respect before leaving the ring. Here's the main event. So we got John Cena goes one-on-one against Randy Orton. I just said the main event of this year's Backlash is like it's the last time we will ever see Randy Orton and Cena face he's all 101, so it just felt like a big deal. I was before it even got started. It did look took a beat before was locking up for the first time. I was in the minute gave it ants, so they broke a hold, circle each all it locked up again. And you when Archie Pope says into the eye, and he sent him out outside the ring. Agibus agreed on the 17-time Serbian after Orton got the better of Cena a few times. After the Serbian tried to leave the match, Agibus wins the fumble, saves him down, and brought him back into the ring. After once they got into the match a bit more, they just turned into the gossip kind about these two have always had, and they knew, no, he's all better than anyone, so I just so everything they did was look good, but nothing they did was big surprising. I just when Orton and Cena are both very different than they were 10 years ago. I just hope they please receive and build up to big moments instead of trying to pack in as much they had could. They had a lot of time to work with, so they have felt it wisely about this was a so match in main event. I think it's hard to say whether it is one of their best performances together. I think because they have had so many it felt predictable in spots and a little slow in some place and it hit should have been, but it still had plenty of fun moments. I was at that call back to their long history together. I just both made the several finishes from the oval a couple of times. I knew the referee was taken out twice and near the end of the match. I didn't even saw the fumble still and seen the finisher to put him through the two different tables. After we seen it took out the second referee who saw up and probably anyone from the point interval to count when Orton hit all RKO about 5 times. After was look it must have a producers for the ring, but nobody made a count for him. He RKO Nick Aldis and so all people out of angle. After when R2 ended up stopping Orton from hitting a punt, was allowing Cena to hit a low blow from behind. He nailed the 11th cuddle into the towel into the referee, pointed back into the make the account it declare him to the winner. I think this was a lot of fun, even if it was very overboard and towards the end. And the winner of this match, John Cena. So, I want to see Randy Orton should win that match, but Cena did. He won the match. Won the match. So, this was a great match for John Cena for a long time. 17-time champion is still has now. I think Randy Orton had more color on his trunks, and yet there's no Cena should come out of the a theme. As you hear this before, just listen to the song and will add to his side on his schedule. Was because that was a song he knew when he was in his all those years ago. I just at a spot where both men hit a pinnacle at the same time was a bit of a comeback to the tables match and they had many years ago. I just a quote Papa Big when Archer started cutting off at the table is the final ward. So ever Backlash has always been considered a B-level event of WWE. I bet the thing that makes it so good is the asset is into the ring, that his pedigree. They see a POE versus some strong performance is a 3-man card talk about but the women's IC title and men's US Championship matches. With the biggest highlights on the show. When Mysterio had one of the best performances to the day against Penta and Control and McAfee turned in. It's a bout that made the formal NFL player look more competitive than expected. However, all the eyes were on to the main event. When seen in Orchard will the buzz off to give us an anything so. But some of the NFL nervously after a little while as a whole, Backlash was in above event show with very few things you could complain about, none of the results. It was surprising, but it was a decent way to be a few hours on Saturday night. So it's kind of like YouTube can poll for today. So give me 1 second. So I just saw tonight of review and recap. You would like subscribe, give me 1 up for this. So let me check my poll. So we got 3% like it, 3% is alright, and 3% didn't like it. So let's go my X poll. Give me 1 second here. Let's go to my X poll. So got 25.9 like it just so tonight. 50% is alright, and 24.1 didn't like it. So thank you for watching of tonight's review of the night. So let me see a couple more tweets here for a night. I just pat McAfee never tap. So when Michael Cole he grabbed his Gunner's leg. So when Gunner was joining at Michael Cole, and Michael Cole is at the ground floor outside. So let me take here maybe a few minutes here, guys, and pop up a screen for today's. So let me pop on the screen here, quick minute. So this was a fashion match, a Son Cena's match for his long career. When Son Cena got emotional at the end of the show, it's that Sasha is starting to get mindful for his actions. So, this is according to a report from the news outlet WCVB. Sunset last match is quite gradual for Boston, maybe just a December. So, this will be just coming up soon. So, this was a fastest match of the night. So, after between those matches. So, this is what let's think about this. It says, Silencing is showing a little Moses here with the crowd singing, Thank you, Cena. It's starting now. So, he has the best way he has. So, we got a couple more here. So, we got base break coming up for next week on May 14th. Here's the Sunday night main event is coming up on July 12th. Sunday night main event. So, you got more. We got Asher Black, Rusev, Sakov, Penta, and Ray Phoenix. Debuts since January. So this was crazy of that. So that's Sakov is in Bay TV tonight. So it was a great match. So, oh yeah, MCA between this out. It says, guys, cut the kids some slack. That's what MCA between this out a while ago. It's more. It says, after 8 Logan Paul is a support man's after MCF side was sold during Backlash countdown show. I thought that sign says Logan Paul and made some fans put on the side says MCF. Okay, this is strange. So this must save my night. Spotted on the fan actor discipline strong women's child loose. So something looked like he was about to start crying. So this was a Moses of him. Moses has a fan sent Jackie Cena. Here's the next one. Silence seemed very muscle after Backlash went off the air a while, so the crowd scented Jackie Cena. So this was a babyface return after SummerSlam this coming August 2nd and August 3rd. And when Georgia gave RKO out of anywhere. So this was a crazy moment of that. So we got some good brothers at Discipline Grace. So we got more matches on May 23rd and May 24th, Friday to Saturday. For level actions coming up soon. So this was the best match for Randy Orton. And since R-Truth couldn't let that happen, because R-Truth caused Randy Orton's match. Okay, R-Truth was confused, and he went to the mat and saved John Cena, and then Randy Orton gave R-Truth RKO. And this was hilarious. So we got some more here. So we got RKAA. With more, Miss Sunshine said, I just said a last world champion has left at the ring. So this is what he said. So we got a couple more here. We got the tables. So hometown boy is here. Randy Orton. And R-Truth came to save John Cena, but in RKO. And Cena hit set a referee before R-Truth to the bell. So this was crazy. So I was thinking about Cody Rhodes would show up, I think. And he didn't. So this was amazing of this. So we got what's the votes? What's more? So we had a big announcement here on the people will be surprised at tonight's. So yeah, POE announcement, the fourth report on WWE Radio on April 3rd. So I wasn't along with the WrestleMania match placement news today on Results Radio. After we dive into Milo's return, the fourth report last week on WVR, and Ray finished on SmackDown plans has a game as the next Slayer POE on 28th. It's coming out soon. So here's an announcement for today. They got so much more. So this is John Cena's dad. This is John Cena's father. His failure is not such a storyline. After he will retire at the end of the year when John Cena's last match is scheduled for December at the TV Garden in Boston. So that's coming up soon. So we got more coming up. So let me see any more. Oh yeah, we got Night of Champions is coming up on Saturday on June 28th. So that's a few months away. So let me see here. So I action between these rivalries was the best moments of all time. So this Big E, I'm gonna watch the post in a minute. I had to keep watching of Triple H and his post-show press conference. So I'm gonna take some more news for you guys. We got a lot more coming up for many live events. So Saquon is in WWE, but it's a great reasons. As if I put through a report today, he was in St. Louis and had been picked for the Ballon group. Okay, this is strange. So I want to see, here's my dream match I want to see. So I want to see Saquon versus Signifier 2, Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black, Rusev, Boston Reed, Bob Wiggle, AJ Styles, The Rollins, and the Dragief. So this might dream match is coming soon. I'll wait for that. So we got, there's a new show that's coming up for tomorrow night for NXT, Leslie vs. Grace. So that's coming up tomorrow night, Eastern Time. It'll start at 8. So that's Nick Mammoth, Nikki Bella, and Brie Bella. That's that Brie and Nikki Brie. I can see it talk show podcast to interview with Nick Mammoth. So this Kenny Omega and Civil Wars had a promo bottle. PAX East. Starting today. So I wish you could have more wrestling come in sometime in here for the Dave Whistle. So I might do wrestling myself. I'm gonna do I would set up equipment and you guys want to show up and I'll give you guys the free passes for the best wrestling bowling for me. I'm gonna get my own company someday. Here's my Dave Whistle for me, a pro wrestling fan. I might own a wrestling one day. I think I might. I'm gonna cut up to AEW, SmackDown, Raw, and any implements so we get what one can show up my company for me for one day. So let me see here, and we will wrapping up in a few minutes. So Drew McIntyre was a really good top universal. He is. He was the best top star. So let me see any more tweets. So we got more followers on Peacock and Netflix and Gale. So if you don't watch on Netflix of VPN, you can check out on my channel. You can check it out. You get free Netflix or tons more videos of personal wrestling. Or it's more after the post-show conference. Some said R2 at the post-show at the press conference. he might give him anti-assessment and give him a nice table. So I didn't see that pass before. So R-Truth says went up to onside Cena during the press conference. R-Truth was confused. The strategy to bite-size Cena's interview. Okay, this is strengths. So let me see here. Last time. So let me see if any more live events coming up for AEW. I think any more live shows. So we got AJ Cruising be here on Seattle, Washington. It's coming up be on June 24th on Cruising. And Dynamite on Wednesday, June 25th. And more. So Ric Flair will be returning very soon to the Triple Show to Steve Margot Marcus, a Triple Show of Ric Flair. So that's coming up soon with Ric Flair to return. Coming up sooner than later. So Tony Khan celebrates at AJ Dynamite and WrestleMania Stone advertisements with Tony Khan and Tony Schiavone. And I was thinking about Sting reflected on Dynamite surpassing the WCW non-treadmill. That's why he was more to announce some more. So get a deep stack of $500 a free roll. So you can check it out. So get every time is coming soon on 200 episodes on July 2nd. There's also CD on YouTube channel. So I'll be wrapping up right now. So have a good Saturday night. I think I'll be back live stream for next week for Monday Night Raw for next week. And so much more. So have a great Saturday night, and I'll be back here next week for Monday Night Raw. And so much more. So have a great Saturday night. Have a rest of your week. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.